getting it. They riding around pretending. I've been had it, I've been done it. I promise that it's all empty. They say they riding Bugattis. May put some babies through college. Quit trying to act like the trap is cool, cause we tired of hearing that garbage. Say he making money, cashing big checks. While his chain leaving green on his neck. I'm not impressed. So I guess that make you, yes, that make you, that make you a faker. Guess that make you, yes, that make you, that make you a faker. Guess that make you, yes, that make you, that make you a faker.
Hey guys, welcome to the Deets. I'm your host, Audia Oshikoya. Today's topic of the day is gospel rap versus secular rap music. Well, I had an awesome interview this week with Mr. Terry Price himself. And he had some words of wisdom for those entering the Christian music industry today. My main artist is gospel rapper Lecrae. I read up on him, and he had a pretty interesting background. Well, he actually just won a Grammy for his album, Gravity. He won Album of the Year in the Christian music genre. And you know what? Lecrae is also looked at as probably the first in that category to win a Grammy.
I've never been a president of the United States. That's what's wrong with our artists. They want to get on a level that they don't have no understanding or knowledge about. So they need to quit, I don't know. They need to quit branding people on what they are and just listen to their ministry, listen to their words, And I know you look at some of my videos, somebody might say, oh man, I'm confused about him. He said, they gave me that name. I never gave myself that name, gospel rap artist. First of all, I don't even know what that means. I just love music. I love R&B, I love rap, but I like to talk about positive things. If you notice, like with Will Smith, he talked about good things, right? So, and I'm not saying I'm Will Smith and I'm doing what Will Smith doing, but I'm just giving you an example of my type of music. You won't hear nothing degrading about black women or any type of women, other race of women. I don't talk about drugs. I don't talk about unsafe sex. I keep everything in its perspective. If I do a video or do talk about a woman, it's in right perspective. It's nothing like lusting or sexual about it,
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it is with me. And I just hope my other brothers and sisters follow that. Because you got some gospel. If you say you're a gospel rap artist, you got some of these artists, you hear about them in the news, having sex with another gospel rap artist's wife. Some of them, they homosexuals. And I'm not making that a big issue, but be careful when you say gospel.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you say gospel, you got to line up everything according to the Bible. It has to be right. It can't be no error, no room for error when you say gospel. So you got to be careful when you say that. You got to be careful when you use the gospel in anything that you
Marvin Sapp, Anita Wilson. And the Grammy goes to Lecrae.
Well, I'm not Lecrae, but he is outside on the way in at this exact moment. First, I would just like to say, glory to God. This is just amazing. I'm just blown away right now. It's just amazing.
Yeah, I know Lecrae would like to thank his fans, his family, his team, most importantly, the Lord. Thank you.
Okay. And you said you've performed for Lecrae before. What was it like?
It was a good thing. I mean, I was younger at the time. I forgot. I might have been in my early 20s or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
My mid-20s, I don't know. I don't remember. But it was a good experience. And I just kind of hate that most Christian people, they right dress or it wasn't appropriate or silly stuff like that.
Wow.
That's all they're not concerned about the lyrics or the music. They're concerned about this girl came out. She didn't look the typical church girl. And we all know church women don't wear no long dresses all the time.
Yeah.
I just feel like we're hypocritical about things, Let's be real. So.
But I mean, that is society in general, though. Like, I mean, when you look into, like, what's going on in the pop world and entertainment, that's all they talk about. Kim Kardashian.
Crazy, man. And I stay away from nonsense. I stay in his word. I be true to myself. And I tell people all the time, if you don't like my music, you don't have to support it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to listen to it. You don't have to download it. Just go on about your business. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I've been doing this for years, so I'm not about to stop because people don't believe in me. And 9 out of 10 people just hate what you do because they don't know how to do it. Well, I'll tell you this. You're going to have to sell yourself. And I'm not talking about just sex. I don't know how there's all kind of ways people sell. What I mean by selling yourself is, if a major record label picks you up, they're going to tell you what they don't mind you saying and what they don't want you to say. And that's why I call it sellout. A whole lot of our brothers and sisters, if you listen to some of their old music, it was radical. I mean, they was talking about deliverance, set free, and hey, we got to do the right thing. But if you notice, as time goes by, if they with these major record labels, their words start sounding different. They go from being radical into being like, God loves everybody. And they stick with God loves everybody, but they don't never talk about God hates sin. So record labels, I think they'll pick you up, but they're going to tell you what they want you to say and what they don't want you to say. And I feel like if you sign on to a record label and they tell you something like that, then you're selling yourself out because the people out in the world, they're never going to get the full truth. They're always going to get watered down truth.
Mm-hmm.
And we got some of our brothers in the gospel industry, brothers and sisters that have sold themselves. They know they sold themselves, and that's between them and God. But I'm not going to sell myself because I don't want to be limited to what I can talk about and what I can't talk about. When I was in New York, I was approached by 2 different men, and they basically wanted me to come over to their house and have sex with them. Mm-hmm. That's another story. And these people was multi-millionaires. I was at a private party.
Wow.
And you see all the stars that you see on TV, man, I was there. I was on the red carpet. And I just told myself, man, I'm not going to sell myself. I'm not going to sleep with a man so I can become famous.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my deal. Now, everybody else is different, but I'm just going to be independent, do what I do, and just keep it real. That's all I'm going to do. That's all I know how to do. So.
Heavenly Father, but the best thing is that she believes in the Father. 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 She believes.
When you look at this recently released video of Angel Taylor, solo artist Angel Taylor from the trio Trinity 5-7, does it look more like a sex symbol or worshiping God? The man who's rapping in the video is rapping about the woman herself. About her being a woman of God and being somebody he trusts. But when you think about it, how does that tie in with God himself and Christ himself?
You're my type of man, I can get with that. His type hard to find, I can call him daddy. I was made for you.
My other question is, has the gospel industry become corrupted? Meaning, the people who are in charge, the labels, Are they more for teaching fans about God, or are they more for getting the money?
I mean, do you have any other advice for like anybody else who's wanting to go into like the industry, but they just don't know how to go about it without, selling themselves,
Well, if you dancing with the devil, you don't have to sell yourself, because most of the people that sign you to their label, a whole lot of them are atheists. They don't even believe themselves. So you try to figure out, well, why would they sign gospel rapper? I mean, I feel like the best way to be is just be independent.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the best way, because you don't have you're not tied to, you only can do this, you can't do that. So I feel like that's the best thing that you can do, is just be independent. Okay, yeah, you might not get the Bentleys, because that's basically what gospel artists are chasing. They want to be like Jay-Z and them, because they want the Bentleys, they want the mansions and stuff like that. I feel like if God wants you to have that, He'll give that to you. All you got to do is just keep working and doing what you're doing and be true.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if it's meant for me to have all that, it's going to come. I like what I'm doing now. I feel comfortable. Do I feel like I can do better and go take it up a notch? Yeah, I feel like that every day. But being independent is the best way, I think. And I just feel like if you're going to say you're a gospel artist, be real, be true.
Mm-hmm.
Quit acting like you something when you're not. Be real. That's all you got to do. Just be real with yourself and be real with others. And yeah, it'll take you a long way in life.
There's only one independent artist who has made it to mainstream without a label, which is Macklemore. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Never heard of him.
But he's not really like a secular artist. I haven't really heard all of his music, but I know he's made it to mainstream without a label. And I don't know, like, I really hope that happens for like a gospel rapper, or a Christian rapper.
Hey,
soon.
Don't lose faith in me. Don't lose faith in me. We're doing good. We're not really traveling like we want to, but doing a whole lot better. We almost at number 1 on ReverbNation.com.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started, I think, man, I was in 1,000, ranking 1,000. Now we almost to number 1. I feel like that's an accomplishment.
Oh,
but
wow.
You don't hear nothing about it because I don't have no news people reporting that. But our uploads have gone up, our downloads, and that's a good thing. Like you say, if God is in the midst of it, He'll take you. You don't even have to worry about doing all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you just mentioned the guy, you know what I'm saying? He's mainstream and he didn't have to. He's with no major record label. That's a good thing. That lets you know that God is in the midst of that, because God can take you places where no man can take you. You know what I'm saying? If God is in the midst, you don't have to worry about selling yourself, and that's just what I believe. So, just gotta, like I say, the main thing is being real with yourself and others. That'll take you a long way. If you're real in your music, man, you can't go wrong. You can't.
That make you a faker. Yes, that make you, yes, that make you a faker. Yes, that make you, yes, that make you a faker. Yes, that make you, yes, that make you a faker. He was all juiced up, thought he was too pop.
The deets. Thanks, guys.